Be told, behold, YouTubers. Hello, YouTubers. Hello, species, value, nature, system, distinct, non-distinct, and simultaneously value from the humanity. This is so we could. This is a body of value discernment system where value is nature and nature is value, in those sequences simultaneously with a Trinity third, and further the value of that per two other identities of sequence nature, inseparable from that volume, and it within an identity of relationship to itself that is distinct and non-distinct and simultaneously to the identity of what is finite, the order of the finite, the value of that, the value of the order to what is active, and the value to what is progressive simultaneously, because it has has an inherent active and progressive nature of volume as its complete identity's relationship to itself. And as the value of that increasing, three sub identities of an as the shared identity they are, as the Trinity. Then where and as and how they be those three natures of volume become just more and more distinct, non-distinct, and simultaneously the value they are simultaneously to and as one complete identity that has an inherent active and progressive part. They shifted from where and how the identity of existence and of space were the same exact way. You know, with exceptions and demonstration of this. And then part of the volume of value, that is where identity nature stays bigger than all parts of itself, was pushed out of space and into existence, and simultaneously part of the value of the volume of existence was forced, part of itself was forced out of itself, and this became a bonded trinity, because at the same exact time that increased the complete identity, that increased the complete identity value as volume, and it simultaneously filled in what it took away from space, and that simultaneously increases the value of existence, and that simultaneously increases the identity they share, space, existence, and the identity they share together as three semi-natures inside the complete nature, which is also two natures of semi-nature before and beyond this, as the inherent and as the progressive, but also distinctly and non-distinctly where and as and how it's coming through physics. And this is Earth's distinct and non-distinct relationship to the rest of space. Nature is our distinct and non-distinct relationship to itself, to its identity of relation to itself, and to the value of that. So here, where we are most probably demonstrably closest to the greatest inherent amount of volume as forever nature that forever nature's identity has. Forever nature has one identity onto, from, and with, while as a little bit more beyond that too, all parts of space nature. So English was revealed to teach this by ancients. They knew that we're supposed to value how we have individual, the sounds of the languages were revealed with an identity of relationship to themselves, the same way we have this identity of relationship to itself, with individual, grouped, and together. And when the group and when together is value, it's valuing individual rights first. But see, we don't have this. So then we have politicians pretending they don't realize by pretending they're just trying to quote go higher than a status quo. They're trying to improve things, and they're at the same time they're with physical delusions, blaming things on other causes other than themselves, not by accident. Why people don't have individual rights? They're using the same groups that they're pretending to care for, even grouped male and female. This is sickly distinctly against males and females. That means it's sickly distinctly hurting females. The same time it's sickly distinctly hurting males, effectively having kept and keeping everyone blaming all that this causes on other things other than themselves. Sophistication, see, ages are supposed to be maintenance to what everyone wants to be maintenance of at the same time, too. See, we're on tactically denatured ground positions, forced with the fact should be nature, slavery, and torture of our founding parents who did not have free speech. Say we have punk logic racketeering styles that will say, oh, pretends debate. Oh, let's debate. Of course they have free speech. They put up the Constitution. See, they're exploiting exceptions perpetually, preventing exception nature and exceptions from demonstrating their course with our logic, perpetually prevented integrity because we have various natures of courts that have been pretending integrity and involved needing to hide live progressions related to that, and involved with medical racketeering where they're faking things with interbranch databases and with medical ones and with ones of each age in nature, fact sheet in nature, each age of campus. See, this ancient republic came with these campuses, the campus Marcius system. So it's more probable revealed. So we have Marcius spelled Martius, and we have different definitions on it because they took it down to physical locations into and as would they have self-value. Criminally, foreign influence takes on each of the sciences since semi-ancient times. Then self-value of that is simultaneously, and especially how invested is that. Not just economic. I'm saying invested as fact sheeping nature styles. So you see the separation of church and state that has only been addressed through physical delusions and worse in collusion with as criminally foreign influence premises treatment, sequence treatments as victim predators. See, Marbury versus Madison never meant fake it. That meant tell how our founders had to fake it because they didn't have free speech. They didn't have the means to forward properly. They have the means to retreat properly. They were stuck, everyone, to roles as standing criminal and serious natures, as victims, but as victim predators. There's no black and white. Everyone, a single person, including our founders, were slaves. Each identity ground location is used for this. This is why the pathology of homes from 1600s, now we're just building the same pathology of homes. Everyone's a victim of sciences. So now, but everyone's a victim predator preventing actual integrity logic with sequence true, the order to the finite value, the order to the active value. See, we have value. They're using value treatments. They have people on YouTube speak about value. I want to use name everyone. I'll bring value to someone. What about criminal associative nature? It's positive that brings value to people too. You have to be able to discern the difference between that. Value has a relationship to positive and negative, which is simultaneously a relationship not just to the identity's complete nature or volume, but to its identity of relationship to itself that is beyond our control while it is in it. This is how you reveal evolution's fruits and gifts. We connect with the nature that is connected to all things distinctly, non-distinctly, and simultaneously, as a positive or negative relationship to itself. See, we're going to outer space, Leith of Hadid, for space nature transfer. YouTuber Anthony Wall, that's what I call Leith of Hadid. People say, oh, it was preserved through people simultaneously having been into defense originally and still of science's abridged constitution self-value roles from off campuses, from off the ground of educate, from off the value of education's ground, on and off campuses in layers, what kept and keeps all those identity the ground locations, Native Americans A through Z, modern nations A through Z, and then America, states A through Z, colonists A through Z, already way short of being able to, as a unity formed, way short of being able to anything other than criminal and seditious nature, anything other than capable, incapable of being anything other but than live progressions tied to campuses. This campus system revealed live progressions tied to the branches of government, tied to all tied to them privately. Before that happened, that was anticipated. We're in a semi-ancient trap. Someone must rap. Boxing.